everyone, Matt V's Movies back for another video, and welcome back to the channel. To existing subscribers, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video. Please consider leaving a comment. I like to sort of have interaction on the channel, which is great. I like to hear people's thoughts, so pop a comment down below, and I try to reply to all comments. So yeah, it'd be great to have anyone on board new to the channel, and that'd be great. Really appreciate a thumbs up to the channel, that really helps. And if you want to share the video, more than happy for that as well. That's great. You can also find me on Instagram. I post pictures on there as well. So yeah. So let's get into what I'm going to be talking about this time round. It's going to be a new series of videos looking at the Predator franchise. So we're going to do sort of one video a week, and we're going to start this week with the Predator film. So this is the sort of the latest film that we've got in this franchise, and each week I'm going to be sort of having a look at each individual film. There are 4 films that we've had so far. So we had Predator, Predator 2, Predators, and The Predator. Now there were some spin-offs as well, Predators v Aliens, and I'll probably do a bit of a closer look at those at some point as well. But yeah, this mini series is just going to be the 4 films. Okay, so in each video I'm going to sort of look at the additions that I have, and sort of give you a little bit of sort of information about the film and my thoughts on the 4K transfers. I've got all 4 films in 4K, as well as Blu Ray, but we'll sort of focus on the 4K side of things. So yeah, it's a nice little series to look forward to. Okay, so the 2 editions that I'm going to show are this edition, The Predator, which is, I believe, a Blue Fans edition. So we'll have a look at that in a bit more detail. And also, I've shown this before on my channel in a video sort of nearly about a year ago now, where I showed my sort of complete Predator collection. But there's been a few sort of updates to it since then, so hence why I'm doing a bit of a closer look. So this one is the 4K Digibook. I think this was a Target exclusive. So yeah, we'll have a look at both of these editions in a bit more detail. So let's get on with the video. So these are the 2 editions, a little bit of a closer look. We'll go with the Blue Fans first, and then we'll move on to the 4K Ultra. So just before we do that, I'll just give you a little bit of background information on the film. So yeah, here we go. So The Predator came out in 2018 and was rated certificate 15 in the UK. It ran for 1 hour and 58 minutes, and it's a sci-fi action genre. Just a little bit of a brief description of the film. Quinn McKenna, an army sniper, along with some fugitives and a scientist, set out to kill the Predator and save Rory, his son, who was abducted, as his autism reflects advancement in human evolution. The release date in the UK was the 12th of September 2018, and it was directed by Shane Black. Now, Shane Black actually starred in the first Predator film, so he had sort of, obviously, kind of history with the franchise. The box office for this film was $160.5 million US, and the music was by Henry Jackman. The cast: Olivia Munn as Casey Brackett, Boyd Holbrook, Quinn McKenna, Trevant Rhodes Williams, Thomas Jane Baxley. Thomas Jane was the Punisher in the 2004 adaptation. Sterling K. Brown, Will Traeger, Yvonne Stravosky as Emily, Alfie Allen Lynch, and Jacob Tremblay as Rory McKenna. Now, there was talk of Arnold Schwarzenegger making a cameo in this film, but I don't think that ever sort of came to pass. Sort of reprising his role from the first film, but yeah, he didn't star in this. Okay, so we'll have a look at this 4K digibook in a bit, but we'll focus on the Blue Fans edition to start with. So we've got a lovely lenticular here. It's got a lot of depth to it on the front. This is a double lenticular edition. On the side, we've got the Predator, and that's embossed on there, so that's quite nice. And then on the back, we've got another cool lenticular, and this one I really like. Sort of see the Predator going against the new version Predator, sort of. And this guy's huge, so yeah, that's really nice. A lot of depth to that. Nothing on the top of this slip box, and on the bottom just a lot of tech specs. Obviously most of it's in probably Chinese or Korean. I think this is Blue Fans, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's just the slip box. Okay, so let's take the contents out. So it's a nice sturdy box, this. So yeah, really happy to have this one in my collection. Okay, so we've got the steelbook. Now this was the worldwide release steelbook. Really nice, clever design, this one. Obviously all the skulls making up the Predator head. Thought it was quite clever. So that's the front of the steelbook. On the side we've got title, and then quite plain on the back with the glyphs. Also got that, which we'll show in a sec. So we just open it up, and on the inside, now there's a little sticker there. Yep, it is a Blue Fans, number 206 of 250. Oh, okay, so it's quite limited, this one. So we get the 4K disc in here, and we also get the Blu Ray disc, just plain artwork on that one. And you get some really nice cool artwork inside here. Really like this image. So yeah, really nice steelbook, that one. I mean, as I say, I think it is widely available, and I think you can pick this up fairly easily on you know, eBay. So yeah, that's the steelbook. So with this release we get this nice sort of booklet, The Art of the Hunt, the Predator. So we've got a nice image on the front there, and then on the back, Predator's skull. So we just flick through this. So now I think this is all in English. So again, unfortunately this film, whilst it looks great, the kind of story isn't that the best. You know, it's probably the weakest of all of the films in my opinion. But it's one of those sort of films that you keep coming back to, even though you don't like it. You kind of think, the next time I watch it, I'm going to enjoy this. But yeah, fairly poor, to be honest, but great, you know, costumes, set designs and all the rest of it. And I think this is, you know, those that love Predator, we still keep coming back to these films. I do believe there's a new film in the making, which I think is going to be kind of set in the past, to do with sort of an American Indian tribe. So that'll be interesting to see where that goes. But I think that's going to be kind of a straight to streaming service. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Peacock in America that will be getting it. So whether we'll be able to see it here or whether it'll be direct to the, you know, sort of DVD Blu-ray release, I don't know, or whether it will be on Amazon or who knows. But I believe that's out this year, so it'll be interesting to see, you know, what they do with that one. These dogs were quite good. It's nice to see something a little bit different in the film. Yeah, it's a shame because I think we all thought with Shane Black sort of taking the lead in direction, it would be a good film, but no, it just didn't really deliver, you know. But there we go. Some really, yeah, great. I love this effect of the sort of body heat, you know, that we've seen all the way through the films. It's a signature of the Predator. A really nice image on the back there. So yeah, really nice booklet, this one, that comes with this release. Okay, so then on to the Target exclusive 4K. Now I've had this one for, I say, about a year now. So the Blue Fans I've picked up in the last few months. So yeah, again, we've got a nice design on here again, which is nice to see. And then on the back, we've got all the sort of bit about the film and all the tech specs. And I do believe on this one we do have a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Now I have to say it's been a little while since I've watched this, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Dolby Digital, Dolby Atmos soundtrack that we're getting on this. I don't think there's any Dolby Vision on here. I think it's just HDR10. So, take it off. And again, it's like a nice hard book. And to be honest, it's the same image on the front here and the back. I think the contents in here is pretty much what we've just seen, to be honest. But we'll take another look. And there's just a little advertisement thing there for a fan club. And this was kind of extracts from this actual book, The Art and Making of the Film, which I'm sure is available to buy. So yeah, we get the Ultra HD disc there. We'll just take that out. And we've got some artwork in the back there, which is quite nice. And just table of contents, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is. It's exactly the same artwork as we've just seen in the other one. So I got this version before picking up the Blue Fans. And then in the back, we've got the Blu Ray. A little bit of artwork on the back there as well. So yeah, that's the digibook. Okay, so on to the picture and sound quality on this film. Yeah, it's a great transfer. You know, it's quite a modern film, so it's been shot sort of digitally, and yeah, it looks great on 4K. Good, you know, color spectrum, good HDR, good blacks. I think there are a few scenes in this where it is kind of set in darkness, as a lot of these films are. But again, if you've got an OLED, you know, it's going to look that little bit extra special, sort of with the deep inky blacks. But no, on the projector, you know, it still looks good. And also, yeah, it's a great soundtrack, Dolby Atmos soundtrack. So you're getting sort of left to right separation, some good sort of effects on the rear, and some Atmos above. I can't think of any specific scenes at the moment, but yeah, you know, a good transfer all round. So yeah, unfortunately, you can't say that the film's that great. As I said earlier, it's, you know, it's it looks great, you know, great costumes, set designs, etc. But you know, not much of a great story behind it, and the characters aren't that great. There's a lot of sort of comedy in here which don't really think necessarily works. Well, certainly didn't work for me. But again, it's just one of those films that you keep coming back to. You kind of, you know, sort of want to like it, and you hope each time that you watch it, you know, I think it's best to go in with low expectations and sort of this film, and you probably get more enjoyment out of it. You know, it's just a popcorn flick. Obviously, you can't compare it to the original film. So yeah, it's you know, just an average film. So guys, that's just a closer look at the 2 editions that I have of the Predator film, and a bit of a closer look. So next week we'll come back and we'll look at another edition in my Predator franchise of films, and I won't say which one it is, but yeah, you can look forward to that one next week. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Take care and see you in the next one. Bye now.